Alright, what's up guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of Hypixel Skyblock. So today I collected 3 extremely rare scrolls and applied them to my 600 million coin Valkyrie sword that I created last video. The 3 scrolls also combine into an ability called Wither Impact, which lets me teleport, instantly heal, and also explode nearby mobs. Then I turn my sword into something called a Hyperion, which essentially just gives me 10 block reach whenever I use it in dungeons. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, it was very overpowered, so it should be pretty crazy to watch. Also, I just want to tell you guys, only 22% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so I'll cut you guys a one-time deal, okay? It's completely free for today, so you guys should definitely sub if you haven't already. You guys actually moved it up by 2% last video, so keep up the insane support. Like, we're getting really close to 250k, which is just crazy. And yeah, without any further delay, let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, so over the last day or so, I've slowly collected all 3 of the brand new overpowered scrolls. So as you can see in my hand, I have a Shadow Warp scroll, an Implosion scroll, and also a Wither Shield scroll. And these 3 scrolls can only be applied to the Necron's Blade Unrefined, as you can see by the top message. But that actually includes all of the different alternatives that you can get to this sword. So obviously the Valkyrie that I made in my last video is included in that. So I can literally put all of these brand new overpowered scrolls onto my currently really overpowered sword. Since my last video, I've leveled up all the way to 27. I think I was 24 or 5 when I last recorded. So basically what that means is all of my stats have increased by quite a lot. As you can see, my damage is now over 1000 and my strength is almost 1200. And I also got myself these brand new armor pieces. I was just gonna make a dedicated video for this armor set because it costs 100, 200 million coins. It's very expensive. But I decided to combine it all into one, so you guys are getting a 2-in-1 video right now. So you're probably wondering what this armor is. Basically, it's half Necron armor and then half Goldor armor. And it's kind of similar to this sword. Basically, the way it works is there's this Wither armor that you can buy on the auction house, and if you surround it with certain items, it turns into a different variant. So Necron is the armor that you use to get a bunch of damage. As you can see, it gives me plus 75 strength per piece, a bunch of crit damage, and it's just very, very good in stats. And Goldor, which is my helmet and boots, are the tank versions. So this gives me so much defense in comparison to the Necron stuff. It doesn't give me as much strength, it's literally under half, but it's still pretty good just because I pretty much never die with this armor. So yeah, I decided to invest pretty much all of my coins getting this armor so I can do a bunch of floor 7 runs, and that's how I got Catacombs level 27. And just when I thought that my gear couldn't get any more overpowered, I was checking the auction house and I just saw these brand new scrolls. So if I look in consumables right here, you guys can see the Wither Shield is right here, and the scrolls cost 50 mil, 60 million coins plus. The Implosion I think is the most expensive one right now. It costs 69 million. Shadow Warp is about 50 million, and Wither Shield is about 50 million as well. So all of my coins are literally gone. This 60 mil is all I have left. But it's fine, okay, it's all for the content. So I think we're just gonna jump straight into this today. Now, I haven't actually tested these. I think I'm the second person to ever get these scrolls. I know one other guy has used all of the scrolls himself, and he says that it's very overpowered, he's in my guild. But I haven't seen, so we're gonna test all of these out right now. I think the coolest one is definitely gonna be the Shadow Warp, because it has an ability that creates a distortion, and it says it sucks all enemies around it. And if you use the ability again in 5 seconds, it detonates it and deals damage to enemies nearby. So that's gonna do a bunch of damage. Wither Shield converts 200% of your crit damage into health, and also converts it into absorption as well. So this basically lets you heal, and then the Implosion just deals a bunch of damage to whichever mob you aim at. So I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now is just put Shadow Warp on my sword. I think I can put it on for free, so I'm just gonna combine this with this. Yeah, it just works. So 0 XP levels, let's just do it. 3, 2, 1. Bang. And as you can see, it says scroll abilities Shadow Warp. So when I right click, it creates a distortion. So I guess we'll just test this out on zombies. The zombies over here are just going to be my test subjects for the entire video. So let's try find a big group of them. This seems kind of good. Actually, I probably need to wear a set that gives me some intelligence right now. So I think what I'll do is just wear elegant tuxedo. That works. Okay, let's create this distortion. All right, they all got sucked in. Oh, and it detonated. That's sick. 636k damage. That's actually pretty good. All right, I'm just going to find some Enderman here. We're going to make a distortion there, and we're gonna detonate it. There we go. So I think it does about 100 something k damage per thing. So it's obviously pretty good. It's a nice ability to have just on a sword to use whenever I need to. Okay, so the cool thing about these scrolls is that when you put more than one on, it combines them together and makes a custom ability, which is a sort of mix of both of them. So the second one that I'm gonna put on is gonna be Implosion, just because that does damage as well. So if I put on this and combine it, I now still have the Shadow Warp ability. Okay. Oh no, the Implosion is added. Okay, so it deals 34,000 damage to nearby enemies, and I'm pretty sure it just activates both of these at the same time. So I'll go to the crypts really quickly and just do this. Whoa. Okay, that's kind of insane. So it did the thing that sucks in the enemies, but also killed the ones that are close to me. Okay, so I think I figured out why the Implosion is the most expensive book. It just seems way more OP than the, like, Shadow Warp that sucks things in. Like, obviously they're good together, but I think, honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the third one on right now. Like, I just want to see what happens when I have all three together, because the Implosion is just doing a bunch of damage. But if I jump into a dungeon later and use this, I feel like it's gonna be so useful, because I can use the, like, Shadow Warp to, like, bring the mobs in and then detonate that later. So yeah, let's just travel back to the village really quickly, and we're going to put the third one on. Here we go. With a shield, so this reduces the damage taken by 30% for 5 seconds, which is really good, and it grants an absorption shield that gives 200% of your critical damage as health. After 5 seconds, the 50% of the shield is converted into healing. So this is going to be really good for like the floor 7 boss fight when there's a bunch of mobs that you have to kill, or maybe even like a golem fight when you're just trying to do a bunch of damage to something that's close up. So yeah, I'm just going to do this really quickly, combine items, and now we have... Oh, okay, it did the thing. It did the thing. So instead of having 3 different scrolls on my sword, I now have a new scroll called Wither Impact. And basically this is just a combination of all of the 3 scrolls into one stack that you can use for only 250 mana. So this is actually really overpowered. Like, I'll just read it really quickly. So it says, teleport 10 blocks ahead of you, then implode, dealing 24,130 damage to nearby enemies. So that's going to be multiplied by my crit damage as well, which is like 900 or something when I wear full Necron. I think it goes into the thousands when I'm in dungeons too, so it does like millions of damage whenever I right click. So basically this thing's like an aspect of the end that does a bunch of damage and also heals you to like full health whenever you use it. So it's basically just very overpowered. The only issue with it is that it costs a bunch of mana, and with my current armor and gear, I don't actually have too much mana. Like, I can use it twice in a row and that's pretty much it. If I just scale down my GUI, you guys can see that it gives me plus 60 intelligence, which is okay for a sword, but like, it's definitely not that good for being able to spam my swords. So I think what I'm gonna do for this video is turn myself into a mage. So if I just type /AH right here and then claim all of my like current bids, you guys can see that I have quite a lot of lasers eyes and also diamante handles. So I'm just gonna claim all of these. I don't even think they'll fit in my inventory, but yeah, we have a lot of stuff right now. So basically the reason why I bought all of this stuff is because I want to change my gear, obviously, to become a mage. So a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually transform your Valkyrie sword into the other variants, and the same with like the Necron armor and the Goldor armor. So basically I have like kind of maxed out Goldor boots and also a Goldor helmet. And the Necron armor is so much better. Like, as you can see, this gives plus 57% crit damage, and this gives plus 27, and all of it's from the Reforge. So essentially, I'm going to be becoming something called a left-click mage today, which is when you left-click your sword and use the mage beam to deal a bunch of damage to things in front of you. Obviously, it only works in dungeons, but it's very overpowered, and I'm going to be showcasing it today. So what I'm going to do is just surround my Goldor boots with all of these handles, and I think it should just turn into Necron. So just going to put these in here, and then just do this. There we go. So we have Necron boots now, and my crit damage is just going to go up insanely. So before it was 27, and now it's 57, and my strength is also 40 higher, which is going to do so much more damage. And just to show you guys how OP this Necron armor is, if you guys just look at this, so I deal 202k damage, and then if I turn my helmet into Necron from Goldor, my damage now becomes 226. So like each piece just increases your damage by so much. Also, look at how good my damage is outside of dungeons with this armor. So if I just sword swap, dude, I can't even do it. Oh wait, that was my full set bonus. So I have a thing called Witherborn that spawns a Wither minion every 30 seconds, and it just goes and flies into like some mobs and explodes. So in dungeons, I can obviously just kill things by standing still. But look at my damage right now, okay? It's literally insane. 922k, and then my Witherborn just killed something else. Okay. All right, yeah, this is gonna be pretty OP. Let me just showcase the like Wither minion really quickly. I'm gonna stand still till it appears. Oh, there it is. It's going. Dude, you can't see it, but like you can just see the particles, I think. 2 enemies for 1.7 million damage. Bro, that's insane. And if you guys want to see a test between Superior armor and the Necron armor, I'll just show you guys really quickly. So Superior does 227k, and then full Necron does 296k. So this literally destroys Superior and Frozen Blaze in damage, which is kind of insane. And then inside of dungeons, the stats of this thing increase by like 3 or 4 times. So yeah, it's pretty good to say the least. Dude, I'm doing so much in this video today. Like, I got a maxed out sword with scrolls on it. I got this armor, and I still have one thing left to do, okay? So I have 8 lasers eyes right here. As I said earlier, I can transform my Wither armor into different pieces, and I can also transform my Valkyrie sword into all of the different variants. So if you guys are Wait, what? It just hit someone who was in the lobby. 5.2 million damage. I hope I didn't just kill some random guy. But yeah, I'll just show you guys the different variants to the Valkyrie that I can craft right now. So if you guys want me to craft like all of them for a different video, then I'd definitely be down to do that. So right now we have the Scylla, which is basically like kind of similar to the Valkyrie, but it gives you a bunch of crit damage percentage instead of strength. This also only has half the frosty that the Valkyrie has, so it's not as good, but it's definitely comparable to the Valkyrie, I think. Then this right here is the tank version of the Valkyrie, so it gives you a bunch of defense when you hold it, like quite a lot to be fair. But I don't really die anyway since my gear is so OP, so having that sword is just kind of pointless. And finally we have the one that I'm going to be switching my sword to for this video, called the Hyperion. So basically it requires 8 lasers eyes. The lasers eyes cost like 1.5 million per, so it kind of drained my money, and I'm going to have to switch it back to a Valkyrie in the future too. But I think this Necron will be really good for running dungeons, since I'll be able to just infinitely spam my sword and like teleport around all over the place. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do this. So let's just click this. And there we go, we have a Hyperion. So now it's time for the ultimate test of this really broken setup. Like I'm basically just going to be doing what I did last video, but this time I'm just going to have like a right click thing that heals me to full. As you can see, it's now 314k damage. I have 3000 mana, so I can do this pretty much infinitely. And I guess now I can just solo floor 7. Also, look at my wither, dude. This thing is just going to fly out and like kill everything when I first open the door. So I guess let's just do it, okay? I'm going to right click more, start dungeon, make sure I'm mage, and then we'll just click ready. All right, let's go, let's go. I'm actually hyped, like this is gonna be insane. Alright, so as soon as the door opens, I'm literally just gonna left click everything. So I think I one-tap pretty much every mob that isn't like ridiculously tanky. Yeah, I just one-tap the Skeletal. There's a Lost Adventurer here. And I think I'm just gonna use my right click ability to like take this thing out. So let's just go ahead and spam right click until it's dead. And it's gone. Dude, this is OP. I was waiting for like some kind of OP mage weapon to come out so I could switch my class, because mage is just so good. And I think this kind of fits the requirements. I can one-tap everything from far away. I don't die because my armor is crazy. And then I can just right click to heal whenever I want. Bruh, this is insane. And also keep in mind, your stats increase by like 2 times. Dude, I can just do this. Wait. Oh my goodness. What? I didn't realize how like spammable this was. There's literally no cooldown, so I can't die. So yeah, I can just literally one-tap everything. Like every single... Oh my... There's a healthy... Okay, healthy crypt lurkers get one-tapped by me right now. And I don't even have a single blessing. Bruh, this is like a lot more overpowered than I thought. See, the thing is, in my video where I got the first one of these swords on the entire server, I was like freaking out about how I spent like 300 million on it. But now players are starting to figure out... Oh no, I'm getting close to dying. Let me just right click. There we go, we're back to full. But yeah, now players have started to figure out how overpowered this thing is. The price of it has actually like pretty much doubled from when I bought the first one on the entire server, which is crazy. So yeah, I guess I'll actually rush blood now. So all I gotta do is just right click whenever I want. I'll just use my OP aspect of the end ability. Okay, we have an angry archaeologist here. So I think now I'm actually gonna use my ability. So let's just like lure him over here. Follow me and then just do this. Back to the lobby. Oh no, I used all of it and he didn't die. Okay. Well, I mean, it did heal me and I just used my left click ability because like, I guess most of my damage is coming from the sort of sword damage rather than magic damage. So the right click ability is more just to TP and heal. And the left click is just to one tap anything I want. So yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, Lost Adventurer right here. And I just killed it with only left click. And I got another 1000 intelligence. So my damage is just going to go up even more. I should really check how much damage I'm actually dealing. So I think right now it is at... Is that like... Wait, was that like 9 mil? Bro, I don't even know at this point. Let's see. Bro, can I see the number? What is that? 8? That looks like 8 million damage. 7? That's 7 million. Alright, you know what? People watching the video, you can like just read it, okay? You can pause the video. Yeah, the mobs have over 1 million health each. So like... It literally has to be, which is kind of insane. Considering I'm doing 1 million with just the left click ability that's already like a nerfed version of my like normal sword damage, that is like ridiculous, dude. Okay, this is just too satisfying to not show you guys, so I'm just gonna use my thunderstorm ability in the spider place and just kill all of them, and then I'm gonna combine it with my right click ability and just kill every spider alive, okay? This is actually insane, dude. I literally kill all of them so quickly and do like 10 million damage each time I right click. And they're all gone. Alright, cool. Okay, so now I can finally open the blood door, so we're just gonna do this. Oh, okay. I have a kind of tough blood room to clear here. Basically, these like boomer things do a lot of damage to you. So I'll just spam the right click ability and just hope that it works. Dude, I can't even see anything. The Bonzo's got me in the corner. No. This is bad. The issue is they're so fast that they like catch up to me if I do my left click. Oh no. Okay, I'm good. Oh no. Yeah, I do a bunch of damage to these guys. In actual melee, I'm not too strong, but if I'm far away, then I can just like do this and he's gone. So let's just see what giant spawns down, because if it's the one that gives you the pink rock. Okay, that one doesn't sell for too much. All right, let's just do this really quickly so that I can just like do a bunch of damage to them. Then I'm just gonna run away so I can heal up. Do this so we gain absorption hearts. Dude, this is so good. And as long as I just keep my distance, I can use my left click ability to just kill all of these guys. So let's just like kill this dude and dead. This is actually kind of an interesting class to play because you do so much damage if you're far away, but if anything gets up close to you, you just like do no damage at all. So I have to like keep running away. Okay, I'm just gonna activate Thunderstorm and just run in. Then we're just gonna left click the giant until it dies. Dude, I'm doing so much damage. I do like a quarter of their health in one left click, which is just insane. Kill this guy, TP away. Dude, at this point my gear is just me having reach hacks. Like, oh, and apparently I'm dead. Okay. Okay, so surprisingly enough, I can't actually solo floor 7 since it's still pretty hard. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If I just look in the calendar really quickly, there's only 4 hours and 50 minutes until the next Mayor, which is basically the mythological event. So basically, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch right after this video. So if you guys want to see me use my legendary Griffin pet and kill some mythological creatures, then come over to my Twitch and it should be pretty interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Peace.